Hey, day 47. Hey, what are you doing today? Just got done with a long run, hence the towel on my head. First time in a long time I've had to run with a towel. And that's kind of when I know running has become fun again, when it's when you can relax, prepare for the distance, prepare for the journey. You got your water set up, you got your music picked out, you got your towel. Um, but a good run, and it's kind of to reflect on negatives turning into positive. Last Sunday, I guess Sundays are kind of my days where I can get a good long run in. But last Sunday I was coming off the Saturday before. I had felt bad because I ate a lot of stuff, so I decided to call that my carb loading and prepare a long run for Sunday, which that run turned into 3.2 miles. And before I was struggling with getting 2 miles. Actually, at the beginning I was struggling with even getting 1 mile. Um, so today I got up and I decided I'm going to run 4 miles. So that 2 miles within a matter of two Sundays graduated to 4 miles pretty quickly. And then I finished the last couple minutes at a 6.5 mile an hour pace, which is going to be my goal coming up for this next month, is to be able to run 6.5 miles 6.5 miles an hour pretty comfortably. Also to run a 10K, which is 6.2 miles, so I should be able to do a 10K in under an hour, which will be good. But just want to expand on that and talk about how that one negative graduated, with mentally turning it into the right thing instead of the wrong thing. For me, graduated into something that's better. And I improved on it. I saw the weakness and made it stronger, and that's just something that I need to keep doing. If my weaknesses come out, I need to find the positive in it and turn it into, make it make myself stronger. So it's not a bad thing for me to see mistakes I've made or weaknesses I have, those kind of things. I can build on those. And then kind of to take that into another thing is running today was really interesting. At 4 miles, it's when you get into a distance, not that 4 miles is a super long distance, but it's a long enough distance where a lot of it is mental more so than physical. And that may be true of almost everything. But it really comes out in running. For me, I can really feel it. I can really see what's going on if I go into it with the attitude of, for example, early in the morning, sometimes I was running late for work and I had to just get a quick mile in this week. And those miles were tough because I went in with the attitude that I didn't want to do it, and in my mind, I was concentrating on the time, how much longer till I'm finished, and that makes it more difficult. Whereas when I go into a longer run, it's like I can prepare my mind to know, not to think about time, not to concentrate on the clock, not to concentrate on how I feel, but just try to get in that meditative zone, that zone back behind my eyes where it's pure thought and the movement of the body. Um, what Another thing that I did a little bit differently today with this run, and I found it was really cool. I've always liked to run with music that has a good beat, or a lot of energy to it, a lot of power to it, to kind of feed off that energy. And sometimes it almost turns into a dance on a treadmill, constantly moving. However, uh, most popular music is between maybe 3.5 minutes to 5, 6 minutes, somewhere in that range each song. So mentally, I can kind of gauge, at, at 2 to 3 songs for every 10 minutes. So as I click the songs off, then my mind starts playing that trick of, I ran for 6 songs. That must mean I'm near 20 minutes, and in my head, it's still keeping a count. So today I decided to run to jazz, which I've never tried that before. And I initially going into it, I thought, well, I'll try it, but I'll probably have to change it because it's probably not going to keep me motivated. But it was actually really good. It was, the jazz songs can, there's no real uh, time frame on jazz. It can run on for 20, 30 minutes, even longer than that, or it can be a quick 3 or 4 minute song. However, they tend to be a bit longer. Uh, but so that was kind of cool. It was a different in terms of what I was feeling. It wasn't getting lost in the movement, lost in the motion. It was more getting lost in the thought, the jazz coming into my head. created different thought patterns as the music changed, and then as I, felt that changed the attitude of the run, and it wasn't it was a different way of getting lost in it, instead of getting lost in the action, getting lost in the meditation of it and the thought of it, and that was really cool. And then who I was listening to was an artist named Bob James. Not real familiar with him, as somebody that I recently came across as some of my music tastes have opened up. I think, probably one of his most popular songs is he's on the theme song to the TV show Taxi, the opening theme song. I believe it's a song called Angela. But it's always been a favorite song of mine because it was as a kid. I remember Taxi must have came on at a certain time of night, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. I can't remember, but what I remember was when the music came on, that was cue. That was bedtime. My parents were going to sit up and watch Taxi. So anytime I heard that music, it already has kind of a relaxing and soothing feel to it. But I correlate it with that. It's time to go to bed. And I was a kid. I probably hated that song and probably fought because kids never want to go to bed. But however, ingrained in my mentality, that song, it's so calming to me. And when it came on during the run, it was really good. It was just like, forget about all the feeling and let all the thoughts rush in. And then the last song that came on was a song, I believe it's pronounced Farandole, I'm not sure. I actually looked it up, and apparently it was a classical piece and also a dance from France, and Bob James turned it into a jazz song. It starts out with these horns, super high energy, and it happened on the very last part of the run, and it was just like, just feeling that success of accomplishment, that knowing 4 miles was around the corner, and if I just kept moving at that point, my legs, this was the first time where my legs actually felt tired, more so than my wind or my oxygen or my breathing. It was, I felt more in my legs the urge to not want to continue, so that was good. Getting my legs back. What a great song to finish with. But I don't really have too much more. Oh yeah, I want to talk about that. I'm gonna wait till Wednesday to see, where I'm at in those 3 little things that I asked the ether for. That being able to run 6 miles an hour. That one came really easy. That was really kind of surprised myself with how quickly I progressed in this month with running. And again, next month to have the 10K and under an hour, running 6.5 for 10K. That'll be the fastest I've ever run distance. Anyway, I've run 10Ks before, but usually maintain about a 6 mile an hour pace. So that'll be a big step and a big accomplishment. And then to check and see what my money was for the month. I don't keep track of it. It's just at the end of the month I see where I'm at, kind of thing. Maybe I should keep track of it, but see where I came in on that goal, and then see where I came in on the goal. Wednesday will be a weigh-in day, so be nice to tie everything together on Wednesday and see where my weight is, and see if I came in on that goal. Not really goals, just like I said, things that I put out to the ether and return back to me and in my mind, and even if I haven't achieved those things, I think mentally it turned on things for me, and I did some things that weren't 100%. So if I didn't achieve it, it's not on the ether, it's on me, and I know that. But anyway, we're going into another month. This is the end of May. So far, so good. That's it. Feeling good. Hey, what are you doing today? Thanks.